Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another edition of Geometry Excellent on the EOC television. Okay, here you go. So, SOHCAHTOA trigonometry continued. Day 88. Given the length of one side of a right triangle and the measure of one acute angle, students will be able to solve for the missing side lengths by using sine, cosine, and tangent ratios. Ooh, okay. So check this out right here. So the first triangle, so here is my acute angle, 26 degrees. It is acute because it is less than 90 degrees. All right, I need to find x. First, I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA right there. Okay, so then I'm going to figure out what am I going to use. Am I going to use sine, cosine, or tangent? What am I going to use here? Well, let's see what we're given. Well, opposite the 90 degrees, this is the hypotenuse. And then opposite the acute angle, this is the opposite. And then this is the adjacent here. So where is the stuff? Well, it's right by the adjacent, and it's right by the hypotenuse. So adjacent and hypotenuse right here is telling me I need to use cosine. Okay, so the cosine of 26, so that's 26 degrees, is the adjacent, so that's x, over the hypotenuse, which is 9. Boom. So I'm going to put the cosine 26 over 1 right now. Why am I going to do that? Because I need to solve this. This is just like a proportion, so I need to cross multiply. So I cross multiply here, write down what I write down. So 1 times x is x, and right here is equals 9. Always write the number first, and then I'm going to write the trigonometric function cosine of 26. Then we just use our calculator. Generally we can leave it like that, but sometimes use our calculator. 9 cosine 26, and that equals 8.089, etc., like that. So this approximate, so there we go. So both of these are acceptable answers. Got it. Let's try the next one. Let's try the next one. Boop. All right, let's move these up. Here you go. Copy this down in your notes if you need. All right, so SOHCAHTOA, first thing I write. Always, always, always. SOHCAHTOA. Alright, so we have opposite right here. This is my hypotenuse. Opposite the 90 degrees. Opposite this acute angle is the opposite, and then here is the adjacent. Well, it looks like I'm given adjacent and hypotenuse again. Okay, adjacent and hypotenuse again. I'll take it. So that would be cosine of 73. So I got to make sure I do this in order. So adjacent first. So that's 37 this time. And I have x for my hypotenuse. So that goes on my denominator right there. Put my trigonometric function over 1. Okay. So this one's a little bit more complicated, so you have to take step by step. So we're going to cross multiply here. 1 times 37 is 37. And right here I have x cosine 73. Okay, so I'm solving for x right here. So what is the opposite of multiplying by cosine of 73? Cosine of 73 is just a number. So I'm going to divide by cosine of 73 on both sides. So cosine of 73 divided by cosine of 73 is 1. And so I have x equals 37 over cosine 73. And if I want to do that in my calculator, 37 divided by cosine 73, I get 126.55 about that. So here are the answers right here. Both of those are acceptable. Okay? Let's try another one. The more you get of this, the better you're going to do. So more we practice. So first one, SOHCAHTOA. I'm writing it a third time. You should write it a third time so you get really good at it. SOHCAHTOA. Okay? So let's mark up what we got. For 48 degrees my acute angle, so x is my, no, not opposite. That's wrong. Opposite the 90 degree angle is the hypotenuse, my bad. And so opposite the 48, this is the opposite. And here is the adjacent. Okay, so where's the stuff? Okay, 16 and x. So that would be the opposite and hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse right here, that's telling me to use sine. Okay, so the sine of 48 equals opposite 16 divided by hypotenuse, which is x. Whoop, right there. Okay, so cross multiply. 16 times 1 is 16. X times sine 48 is x sine 48. All right, let's divide by sine 48. divide by sine 48. Why? Because that's the opposite of multiplication. So that's 1. And so x equals 16 divided by sine 48. Cool. 16 divided by sine 48 is 21.53. And so both of these are acceptable answers. We got it. All right, let's keep practicing. Let's keep practicing right here. Okay. Do 2 more. We're going to do 2 more, see if we can get it. All right, so whoop, right here. Okay, here's my acute angle. This is my hypotenuse. This is opposite. This is adjacent. So I'm going to go a little faster this time. SOHCAHTOA. Boop. All right, let's see if you can set up and solve this one. See if you can set up and solve this one the way it is. So I labeled it. I set it up. You knock it down. Ready, set, go. Pause. All right, let's see where we're at. So we have the adjacent and we have the hypotenuse. So that would be cosine right here. So the cosine of 21 equals adjacent 24 over hypotenuse, which is x. Whoop. So there we go, cross multiply. 24 equals, whoop, cross multiply, x cosine 21. We're going to divide by cosine of 21 on both sides. And so I got x equals 24 over cosine 21. 24 divided by cosine 21 is 25.707, about that. And there you go. Hopefully you got that one. Hopefully you got that one. All right. Let's try another. Here we go. Last one. So right here, see if you can do it all on your own. Pause the video. See if you can get the whole thing. Go. All right, let's see where we're at. See if you got it. So SOHCAHTOA, first thing I write, SOHCAHTOA, boom. So here is the acute angle, hypotenuse here, opposite here, adjacent here. Okay, SOHCAHTOA, I have my adjacent and my hypotenuse, so I'm going to use cosine. Cosine's a popular thing with these problems. Okay, so cosine of 52 equals adjacent, which is 20, over hypotenuse, which is x. Boom. Okay, cross multiply, 20 equals, cross multiply, x cosine 52. Okay, divide by cosine 52, divide by cosine 52. Hopefully you got this when you did it on your own. And I got x equals 20 divided by cosine 52. Calculator it up. 20 divided by cosine of 52. Boop. And you get 32.485. There you go. Okay, so now you have a bunch of other ones you got to practice. So you got this one, you got this one, you got this one, you got this one. Go ahead and practice and check your answers. Raise your hand if you have any questions. Great job.